Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Pink Sweets with a 1 instead of an I. Today we're going to do a tutorial using the Urban Decay Kristen Leanne palette, and I'm really excited. I got this palette for my birthday in February, and I have used it in my day-to-day life, but I have not yet used it on camera. So this was gifted to me by Will, and he lives in Canada, so this came all the way from Canada. So thank you, Will. I absolutely love it. And this is a collaboration between, as I said, Kristen Leanne here on YouTube and Urban Decay. So this is what the outer packaging looks like. This is called the Kaleidoscope Dream Eyeshadow Palette. And it shows you all the colors on the back. This is like a hard plastic. And then you take it out of here. I just put it back in here so I could show you guys the outer packaging as well as the palette itself. And then we take it out of here, if we can get it out. And then now I can toss that in recycling. This is what the outer packaging looks like. I absolutely love it. And the shades on the inside, so it comes with a mirror. And it says "Stay Gold" because that's one of her sayings, one of her quotes. And then it does come with a brush, and these are the shades. They're very pigmented. And I know a lot of people were complaining about the layout of the eyeshadows, but it is inspired by a kaleidoscope, which has different shapes and different colors. So it makes perfect sense to have them this shape. Now, I will tell you that normally when I get a palette, I just take the brush that comes with it and toss it to the side because usually I don't use them. Usually I don't think they're very good. This brush is amazing, and you're going to see that because I'm going to use it for today's tutorial. I absolutely love it. It also says "Stay Gold" on it and UD for Urban Decay. And let's see if it says Kristen Leanne. No. Okay, so... but I absolutely love it. It has like a blender crease brush on one side and then like a smudger type of brush on the other side, but you can also use it to put eyeshadow in the inner corner. So we are going to use this brush for the majority, if not the entire eye look. I've used it for an entire eye look before, so I will be keeping that. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shimmers. We have 2 mattes, and then we have this double split pan, which that's also shimmery, but it's more of like a duochrome, both of them. One has a blue shift, one has a pink shift, but they both have a white base. So we're going to be using that today, and I'm going to use as many Urban Decay products in this video as I can. I do have a lot of Urban Decay stuff. So for my moisturizer, I don't have an Urban Decay moisturizer, so I just used my Glam Glow Illuminating Moisturizer. And then I used the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer as my face primer today, mainly just in my T-zone because the Glam Glow Moisturizer can also be used as a primer. I also used something different for my brows today. They're a bit more natural looking. I used the Urban Decay Brow Box, which is really cute. This one, they're all the same layout, but this one is the Gwen Stefani one, so it looks like that on the outside, but all their brow boxes pretty much have the same thing. So it has the mirror, and then it has, oh, and let me not just show you the mirror. It has a brow pomade. It has 2 different shades. This was advertised as for blonde hair, but I think it looks fine on me. And I naturally have auburn hair. So, and then on the bottom it comes with another mirror, and then it comes with a little pair of tweezers and 2 eyebrow brushes. So I really like it. I do feel like it, like I said, gives you a more natural effect, which is fine for me. You guys know I don't do a whole lot with my eyebrows. So I did use that as my brow product today. So we're going to go in with my Jeffree Star mirror, as always, and we're going to prime our eyelids. So I am going to use, I should have used the primer potion, but I like to use a very bright white emollient base when I'm using bright shades because I feel like it really, really, really helps in terms of helping the colors pack a punch. And then I'll go in with my dry Real Techniques sponge and just blend that out. as usual. We're also going to use some glitter today, so that's exciting. I'm less congested. I don't know if you guys can tell. I feel a little bit better today, so that's good. I feel like when you're stuffed up, you just feel like, ooh, I don't know, it's crazy. Okay, so we're going to go in with our tape. I cannot believe that it's already Thursday. I feel like, where did this week go? You know, I filmed, sorry guys, I filmed a few videos at the beginning of the week and I uploaded them, and then I took a break and just rested for a couple of days to try to really kick whatever was going on. I don't know if it was a sinus infection or a cold. I took a couple days off from filming, and also to give you guys a break from me. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so I took a couple days off, and before I know it, it's Thursday. So here we go. I'm going to jump into the Kristen Leanne palette, and I'm going to start out with this color, which is called Spitfire. It's like a hot pinky with a duochrome, like bluish purple shift. And we're going to use the brush, like I said, that comes with it. So I love Kristen Leanne. I watch all of her videos. I think she's an amazing person. She's an animal lover like I am. And she has her own hair color line, which is kind of appropriate for me to do this video today because I did color my hair yesterday and I used the Arctic Fox hair color, which Arctic Fox is her brand. And they're vegan, cruelty free. I really do like the hold on, this had some black left on it, so we're going back over that. I really want the pink to show, not black and pink. Okay. I really love the hair color, and I did not bleach my hair before I colored it. I used a combination of periwinkle and virgin pink, but I lightened my hair one time back last August, and since then I've not lightened it again. So where I lightened it, like this has all grown in, but then where I lightened it is like on the bottom. So I mixed the purple or periwinkle shade and the hot pink together, and it kind of formed this like really nice like violet purple. So I really like that, and I like that I didn't have to re-bleach it. I mean, it had faded, the blue that I had faded somewhat, but it wasn't super light, so I was very happy with the pigmentation. So we're just gonna put this on the outer V. And then next we're gonna go in with the blue, the royal blue shade in the palette, which is called TRM. I watched a video on what all the color shade names meant. Some of them I don't remember, and some of them I do, but like Corona, I know that she loves drinking Corona beer. I know that the Split Pan, Leo, and Brixton, I believe, are her bunny rabbits, or at least her pets. I forget if it was her bunny rabbits or her cats, but so she named them all after things that she's passionate about and that she loves. Some of them I know are named after song lyrics or song names, band names, stuff like that. So this is a very pretty, like navy blue, I would say. Like a cross between a navy blue and a royal blue. So we're putting that on the outer, kind of over top of the Spitfire. I don't think the Spitfire shade is really gonna end up showing through. Then we're gonna go in with this shade. It's the purple shade and it's called Dye, which is not spelled the way you would think. It's spelled D-Y-E, as in hair color dye. And as I said, that's appropriate because she does own her own hair color line. So we're going to put that over top of the blue. I love mixing these two together on the outer V. They make a really pretty shade. We're also going to go in a little bit further than we did with the blue so that the purple has kind of its own little moment. You guys have any plans for the weekend? I am probably going to be going out to dinner with some friends that I haven't seen in a while, so I'm excited about that, as long as I continue to feel better and I don't have like a relapse of whatever this cold thing was. I really think it does have a lot to do with the change in the weather, and I know I talk about the weather a lot, but it really has an impact on, you know, my bones, my joints. I mean, I'm sure it's that way for everyone, but and I really feel like it, you know, when it's really warm one day and then freezing the next, it can really mess with you. And that's what I think started the issue. So now we're going to go in with LCW, which is this teal blue shade. And we're going to use the smudger side of the brush for that one. And we're going to put that into the inner corner. Well, not all the way into the inner corner, almost. And we're going to just blend that in with the purple and the blue where it meets. So you should have this at this point. Yeah, I kept wanting to do a tutorial with this palette because I love it. And that's what I was going to talk about. So Urban Decay has always been, you know, one of the brands that I really like and that I really admire. And when they first came on the market, they were definitely one of the, you know, companies that thought out of the box in terms of pigmentation, shade range, you know, packaging, all of that stuff. Now we're going to go in with Lime Time, which is the lime green shade, and put that right in the inner corner. And I feel like at the beginning, their colors and their eyeshadows and everything were really revolutionary. And then all of a sudden they got into this whole naked thing, like the Naked 1 palette, the Naked 2, the Naked Smoky, the Naked Heat. I've heard the Naked Heat is really good, and I really do want to get it because I want to test it out myself, and I want to review it on the channel. But I have the Naked Smoky, the Naked 3, the Naked 2. I was really disappointed in the Naked 3. I was very excited about it initially, and I just thought the pigmentation was, you know, not good. And I feel like I have all their Vice palettes, and I just feel like this palette here, if all of their shadows and all their palettes were this quality, I would absolutely love them and I would use them on a daily basis. But I feel like I love the Electric palette. I love the After Dark palette. But their Vice palettes and their Naked palettes, other than the Naked Heat, in my opinion, are a completely different formula. So I would use Urban Decay single eyeshadows and be like, oh yes, I love these so much. And then I would get, you know, I got the Naked 3 or the Naked 2 or the Naked Smoky, or the Vice palettes especially, because those were colorful. And I would use them and be like, what is going on? Why do they feel completely different formulation-wise than all of my single eyeshadows, or like my my electric palette or anything like. So I really feel like in a lot of their palettes there were inconsistencies, and the formula was definitely, in my opinion, different than in the palettes than in the singles. And I feel like this palette, the Naked Heat palette, I've heard the Back Talk palette as well, are back to the old formulation that is more consistent with the single eyeshadows, which I'm so happy about, because the pigmentation here is amazing, and it's buttery and it's smooth and it blends well and it really shows up. Whereas, you know, some of these, like the Naked 3, I couldn't get it to show up on my eyes. Like, I really wanted to do a beautiful like rose gold look. I was thinking about it while I was waiting for my order, and then I got it and I was like, what is this? You know, the pigmentation just was not there. And some of the shades that I thought would look so beautiful on me just didn't. And it was so sad to me. So, I don't know. All right, so we are done on the upper. So we have the green, the teal, then the purpley blue. I absolutely love it. And we're gonna set this aside for a moment. Hopefully not drop it like I did my Queen of Hearts palette. Oh, I just ordered the Cheers to Beauty palette from Colored Rain. Colored Rain is having a sale because they are moving to Target. They're going to be selling some of their stuff at Target, and which I'm a little shocked at, because their price point isn't what you would think that Target would support, but congratulations to them. So they're having a sale, and to celebrate that, and so I did get the Cheers to Beauty palette, which I think is just gorgeous. It's almost kind of like another rainbow palette, but I think it's a little bit more unique than most of the rainbow palettes that are out there. This, by the way, is my husband got me these when he went to the store the other day, and he saw these on sale and was like, oh, no, maybe she'll like them, even though she doesn't like anything other than the Neutrogena Night Calming ones. This is the Almay Clear Complexion 4-in-1 Makeup Remover wipes, and I love them. I think they're just as good as my Night Calming ones, so he did find one that I liked. But back to the Colored Rain. So I saw the palette, and they were having a 15% off, plus you can use any of your beauty influencers, like your favorite beauty influencer, you can use their affiliate code and get an additional 10%. So that's 25% off, right? Yeah, 15 math. 15 plus 10. Yep. So I used Babs Beauty. That's who I generally go for her codes, but and yeah, so I got 25% off. I think with shipping it was less than 40, so, and the palette's originally 50, so I'm pretty excited, and I can't wait to do a tutorial on that one. Okay, so now we're going to go in with foundation. Because I'm trying to use as many Urban Decay products in this video, I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay All Nighter, and I'm going to take 1.5 pumps of that on the back of my hand. Whoa. And then I'm going to mix in my Fenty, shade 120, and in the Urban Decay I'm in shade 0.5. And I'm just going to put 2 pumps of that. And then mix them on the back of my hand. Okay. Just kind of dot it all over my face. I haven't decided if I'm going to use my sponge or if I'm going to use, I think, usually use my brush when I'm trying to get more coverage, but I feel like this foundation, you don't really need more coverage. It's a pretty heavy foundation, but I've never tried it with my little brush, so we're gonna do that today. So as always, I'm gonna spray it with some kind of, that's my Kopari coconut toner water, and I like to spray it and then kind of fan out the bristles. And then we're just going to, yeah, I'm probably gonna switch once I get a little bit of this blended out, switch to my Sonia Kashuk beauty sponge. I personally, and I'm very thankful about it, don't need quite as much coverage, and I feel like this is sort of giving me a mask almost, which is fine, you know, like some people really like that really heavy makeup look on the face, or they need to cover stuff up, and I totally get that. For me, I mean, I like full coverage, but I think that just looks a little harsh for my complexion, my face. So I'm gonna switch to my Sonia Kashuk sponge, which I washed. Oh, tip, life hack, makeup hack. Nikki Tutorials, I think, was the first person I heard this from, and she is so right. The best thing ever to wash your beauty sponge with is hotel soap. I'm not even kidding. Any hotel bar soap, whether it's the facial soap, the body soap, the hand soap, doesn't matter. I think it's all the same, to be honest. But I know it's labeled differently, but it just feels the same to me. So if you wash your, you know, I don't wash my body with it ever when I stay at a hotel personally, but I do wash my hands with it. But if you have any laying around and you use it to wash your beauty blender, it will, oh my gosh, it gets so much more product out than any other sponge cleaner I've ever used. Okay, so I don't love that. Hold on, let me, I don't know if I like that. I feel like I've used that combination before, but hold on. Let me just, I'm not putting in any additional product. I'm just gonna, because I feel like the sponge then picked up the foundation in certain areas. I think it's because I initially blended it with this and then I went in. Although I've done that with other foundations before too. I don't know. Different foundations have different quirks and they work in different ways. So I guess that foundation did not like that technique. Okay, that's better. All right. So next, I'm going to use the Naked Skin. You guys know that I use the pink color corrector as a concealer because it is perfect for my skin tone. And I do think that it conceals on its own well enough. Like, I don't even have to mix it with another concealer if I don't want to. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I feel like it does do well enough on its own. And I just put a little here and here. I just mainly put some where I feel like I lose foundation quicker. And yeah, I think, yeah. I was thinking about mixing it with my Makeup Revolution concealer, but I think I'll leave it alone. Oh, I also placed an order with Makeup Revolution. Not a huge one, but they came out with these on their website. Unfortunately, I wish it was also sold at Ulta, but I didn't see it at Ulta.com. Well, I saw one version of it, but okay, let me tell you what I'm talking about. So they have these big, huge palettes. It's like the Ofra palette that has like the different highlighters in it. And I think the Ofra one even has a bronzer, but I believe the Makeup Revolution one is only highlighters, but I don't remember. But they had two versions. They had kind of a more natural version, and then they had one that had like pink, mint green, purple, blue, like all different shades of highlighters, and then also like a champagne one, and a gold one, you know, that kind of thing. But it was like a huge palette, $20 for like, I want to say like 7 or 8 highlighters. So I ordered one of those. I ordered the new Makeup Revolution. Sorry, now they're calling themselves just Revolution. They came out with new stick foundation, so I'm excited to try that. So I ordered one in my shade, and it's $9 for a stick foundation. So I know that some people don't like Makeup Revolution because they do dupes of higher end makeup, but you know, not everybody can afford higher end makeup or wants to spend the money on higher end makeup. So why not? I mean, as long as you're not, I don't know. I mean, because people who are going to buy high end are going to buy high end. I feel like very few people will, like for me, if I really want this Kristen Leanne palette and it costs, let's say, I think $29 or something like that. Let's say that Makeup Revolution comes out with one that's like $7. Well, I'm still going to buy this one personally because I love Urban Decay. I love Kristen Leanne. So I don't know. I just feel like it's anyhow. So I like Makeup Revolution or Revolution. So I'm excited to try those products from them. I am going to go in with the Urban Decay. Why does this not have a name? The Urban Decay, I believe this is in the color Amp. This is the glitter liner. This is the best way, I think I've told you guys this before, in my opinion, to apply glitter to your face or to your eyes. I feel like it's so controlled, and I feel like it's really just beautiful. They have all different shades, and it's so easy. You don't have to apply glitter primer. You don't have to apply anything like other than the glitter, like the liner itself, and it really adds a pop of something to an eyeshadow look. I'm putting it over top of where I put the like teal turquoise color and the lime green, because this particular shade does have green and blue and silver glitter in it. So I'm putting it over top of that. So I will be doing a tutorial. I'm gonna try to also get, before I do the Makeup Revolution, before I test out the highlighters, I'm gonna try to get one of their eyeshadow palettes because I don't own any, and I wanted to get the Makeup Revolution Soph palette because that's Sophie is a YouTuber, and she did a collaboration with them, and I've heard great things from Makeup by Jack and a couple other people about her palette, that they love it. And then it's really pigmented, and it is one of the more colorful ones as opposed to one of the neutral ones. Let me know down below if you guys want to see a neutral look from me, or if you like the fact that I only do colorful looks. I will totally do a neutral look if you guys want to see one. I think I'm also going to take a little bit of the Midnight Cowboy gold glitter from Urban Decay, and I'm going to put that just in the inner corner, like right there. Just in the very inner corner. Yes, I like that. Okay. So that, see how that added all that metallic like shimmer? I love it. And there will be close-ups on my Instagram, so don't forget to check that out. Now, I haven't set my face, and I know usually I set my face before I do more to my eyes, but today, maybe, if I can find it, what did I do with it? I always feel like I put something down, and then I'm like, where did it go? I can't find it. And then later, I look after I'm done filming, and I'm like, oh, it's right there. It's been there the whole time. So I'm going to do some cream contouring. I'm going to use the Benefit Hoola stick. I'm just going to go in here. I'm also going to be using a bronzer from Urban Decay. I'm not a huge nose contourer, but I'm going to do just a little bit. All right. And I'm also going to use Urban Decay for my my lips. So now the Kristen Leanne palette did come, I mean not palette, collection. It wasn't just a palette. It came with a highlighter palette. It came with a more neutral eyeshadow palette. I don't have either one of those. And it also came with 3 lipsticks, a liquid lipstick, a single eyeshadow. I'm trying to think if it came with a gloss. I don't think so. The one shade of lipstick that I really wanted to get from the collection was called Bun Bun. It was more of like a neutral taupey brown shade, and I did like it, but I swatched it in the store and it was very, very matte. And when it comes to lipsticks, like bullet lipsticks, if I'm gonna wear a matte shade, I'm probably not going to choose a bullet lipstick to do it with. I personally, if I'm gonna wear a matte lipstick, it's gonna be a liquid lipstick, and it's gonna stay on all day. I know that the Urban Decay lipsticks do last longer, but I just felt like it would have been really drying on the lips personally, so I chose not to get it. But I don't know, I might go back and get it because now the entire Kristen Leanne collection is on sale at Ulta, Sephora, and UrbanDecay.com for half price. That quickly. I don't know why. I don't know why they chose to. I almost forgot to blend out my nose. That would have been fun. I don't know why they chose to put it on clearance already, because I mean it came out like, oh gosh, I don't know when, February maybe, so it's only been a few months, but that's what they did. So we're gonna go in with our Peach Perfect, my brand new favorite powder of life that I've used ever, by Too Faced, and we're gonna use that to set our face. Now I will say, you know, full disclosure, so the past couple of times that I've used it, I believe off camera, maybe once on camera, once off camera, I didn't use a wet sponge to put it on under my eyes, and my eyes started watering an awful lot. Now I don't know if that is the powder, the way I applied it. I don't know if it's just the weather, the fact that I was stuffed up, you know, that could have been it too, but I don't usually have an issue with my eyes watering, so today I'm going back to putting the powder on. I don't know if I'll ever figure it out either, because since I'm feeling better, it might not do it anyway. I will tell you, when you put this on and you're talking, you do taste it, and it tastes pretty good. But not that you're supposed to eat it, but I know when I get my Coty Airspun powder in my mouth, it doesn't taste good, I'll tell you that much. Or my Maybelline powder, because I always forget that I'm powdering my face and I start talking, and then, you know, all of a sudden I'm doing that. So I'm just setting the entire face with this. I love this powder, as you guys know. Then I'm going to be bronzing today with the Beached bronzer, which I got it in the shade Sunkissed. To this day, it came out with the summer collection a few years back, and now they're actually bringing it back again for this summer, I believe. It looks like this. I kind of always wished I would have gotten the other one that they came out with, because this one is more of a red tone, but now I feel like it actually probably suits my skin better, just because it's more of a sun-kissed, like it says. It's more of like a red tone bronzer, which makes it look like you actually went out in the sun, as opposed to like orangey or brown. So I am using it for my bronzer, and I also used it a little bit over top of where I cream contoured, just so that it would, because when I powdered, I kind of took away from that a little bit. And I'm using, sorry, the Real Techniques contour brush. And then I'll go in with a more fluffy brush and use it to more bronze up. I was like, what did I just drop? Okay, was the brush that came with the palette. Don't want to lose that. I'm telling you guys, I love that brush. And you can see how I did the entire look with that brush that came with the palette. And I think it works just as well as any of my other brushes, so absolutely love it. Alright, now we're going to spray our face with some MAC Fix Plus. This is from the Fruit Juicy collection, which is why it has this packaging. But this is a regular item. I believe this is the coconut. Yep, the coconut scented one. And then we're going to go in with our Urban Decay Perversion Eye Pencil. And then we can do the lower lash line. So normally I do the eyeliner last, but lately I was also thinking, what if my eyes were watering because since I don't have the pencil liner down first, what if it's, you know, allowing the powder eyeshadow to get in my eyes more? So I'm gonna try it this way as well. I can't stand it when my eyes water, and I'm also tight lining with that. And for those of you that don't know what tight lining is, because some people might not know, it is when you line the upper waterline. I'm using that smaller side of the brush to just smudge out and really smoke out that Perversion eye pencil, which I don't know if I showed it to you. It's the deepest black liner that Urban Decay sells. They sell a few other shades of eyeliner that is black. One of them is called Zero. I forget what the other one is called, but this is the darkest one. I feel like I have something in my eye. Probably dog hair. Got it. Alright, so now we're going to go back into the, I almost said the lower lash line, the palette. And we're going to go in with LCW, which is that turquoise blue on the smudgy side. I might as well just use this, and I'm going to pack that on top of where I put and smudged out the black liner. Oh yeah, I like that. It almost makes it, between the black and the teal, it almost makes it a little bit more forest greenish, which I like that it's slightly different shade than when you see it on the lid. See that? It makes it just a little bit more green. And then I'm going to take the purple, which is the DYE color, and I'm just going to put that on the lower lash line on the outer part to kind of carry over the what we have going on the outer V, so that it kind of just continues on and doesn't just stop. It connects it. That's the word I'm looking for. I have an eyelash to make a wish. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Oh, I like how that connected it on both sides. Just taking the brush and kind of fixing. I lost a little bit of the outer corner of this side. There we go. I fixed it. That's another thing this brush is good for. It's like small enough and domed enough that if you mess up on the upper eyelid, you can fix it with this little brush as well. I love the little brush. Oh, one more thing. We're gonna take one more time. We're gonna take that smudger side. I'm gonna clean it off on my color switch. And we're going to go into the Leo side of the Brixton Leo, which is the blue part. And we're just going to get that on the smudger side, and we're going to just put that a little bit in the inner corner, just to brighten it up a little bit. Now we're back to things not working as well in my inner corner. Oh, but nope, that worked. the past couple of times I've done it, I feel like it hasn't looked as pigmented, but this one did. I did a look very similar to this once before, I believe on my Instagram. I'm not sure. I don't remember if I actually posted it, but I did this look just on one of the days that I was hanging out with friends, and I got a lot of compliments on it, so I decided to do that for this video. Okay, now we need mascara, which I'm pretty sure is sitting right in front of my face, and I'm not seeing it. Hold on. Just give me a moment. Okie doke. I need that. Cap for the primer. Okay, I'll come back to the mascara. Let's do our lips. I'm gonna... Oh no, we can't do our lips yet. We haven't even done our blush. What am I doing? And my highlight. Where's my head today? Okay, we're gonna do the Marc Jacobs Kinks and Kisses blush, and we're gonna use our Glamour Dolls did a brush with, and some other products with Lisa Frank, so it has little unicorns on it. I might have used this already in one video before. I don't have any of the Urban Decay blushes, otherwise I would use one of those. I don't think I like this brush for that purpose. I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. blush brush. I don't feel like that brush is dense enough to really pack on the color. There we go. Much, much better. Okay. And I have a new highlighter. I don't have any of the Urban Decay highlighters, but I do have a new highlighter, and it's by Pixie, by Petra, which you can get at Target. This is called Glowy Gossamer Duo, and it's in Delicate Dew. I saw it on Bailey Sarian's channel, and she used it, and I thought, whew, I need that in my life. So I'm gonna spray, which is really the last thing I need in my life, but is another highlighter. So we're using the MAC Fix Plus in order to prepare our face for highlight. I like to spray the face because I really feel like it really prepares your face for highlighter. I feel like the wetness really brings out the highlighter, and it also melds the highlighter with your skin. So we're gonna go in, I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade first, and then I might add the other one, but I'm not sure. And I'm using the Anastasia A23 highlighter brush. Oh, wow, okay. That is very pigmented, but it is like a glow from within highlighted type of look instead of a stripe or a, it's more, it really blends and melds into your skin more, and it's like your, I don't know how to explain it, but I like it. Yeah, it's not, I wouldn't say more natural because it's definitely blinding, but maybe more natural. It's more like a, like I said, like a glow from within than a, oh, she put highlighter on. Do the nose. Yeah, I like it. I'm still using just that lighter shade. My forehead, Cupid's bow. Now I do like occasionally that glow from within look, but I am definitely a really in your face highlighter person. So I'm going to go into my Metal Crush highlighter palette by Kat Von D, and I'm going to use the middle shade, which is called Helix, and it's that, like, I don't know, yellowy goldy shifted. I'm just going to put a little bit of that, oh yeah, perfect, on top to really make it pop. I think the other side of that Pixie one is probably going to be a little bit too dark for my skin, but I'll see. And if it is, I can use it as eyeshadow or like an inner corner highlight. All right, there we go. So I'll spray one more time with that. Okay, and now we are going to go in with our lips. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use I think I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna take, this is the Urban Decay lip liner in the shade Big Bang. It's definitely my favorite lip color that Urban Decay does. It's like a pink, but not a hot pink, like a rosy pink, and it has sparkle in it. And they just came out with some high def lip glosses that I want to try, and they came out with one in Big Bang, because when they come out with a color, they usually come out with it in like every formula that they put out. So this is the matching lipstick, and this is literally my favorite lipstick. It's you can see how shiny it is because it has glitter in it. And it's so pretty. It has like hot pink glitter in it. And this is normally when I would put on my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, but I don't use that. It's not my favorite setting spray. Skindinavia is actually the company that makes them, and I prefer their formulation of setting spray, like the Skindinavia sprays. Even though they make the Urban Decay sprays, I just think theirs are better. So I'm just going to use my peach. I can't wait for my full-size one to come in so I can save that for when I travel. So this is the finished, oh no, hold on, mascara. I'm going to use the CoverGirl Peacock Flare mascara. It's new. You probably see commercials 75,000 times a day from it. That's why I went and bought it. It has this weird twisted wand, which, as long as you're careful, is okay, but it is definitely something that could poke your eye out if you're not careful. So it's not my favorite wand, but I do really like CoverGirl mascaras. CoverGirl and some Maybelline mascaras are, in my opinion, the best drugstore. Although I did order the Essence Lash Princess mascara because I've heard really good things about that. So we will test that out in a video. Do my lower lashes. I don't think this does me any favors, this mascara. And, oh, the wand kind of hurts. Okay. So, now this is the finished makeup look. I absolutely love this palette. I definitely think it was worth the original, like, full cost price. I definitely think it's worth the half price. I think it's 50% off, so I think that makes it like $13 or something like that. $17. So definitely check it out if you're interested, if you like the colors, if you like the look I did. Comment down below, let me know what else you'd like to see on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. Take care, guys.